That is right. Welcome everybody to The King of Dragons, one of my favorite games from my childhood. This was originally an arcade game, and then it got ported over to the Super Nintendo. And I've played both. I remember going into an arcade where the the back wall was just covered in older games. This was when I was already like 8 or 9 or 10, something like that. I just remember my dad taking me, and the back wall was older games, and they were all a nickel. Wow, if anyone young watches this and be like, "What the fuck? There's no Xbox with a chair." No offense, kids, but yeah. But this game is probably, I don't think this is what got me into fantasy, because I was already like into like wizards and stuff like that. But I think this really pushed that notion for me. So you can see the controls are very complex. There's the attack button, there's the jump button, there's extra joy, which in this game is magic, and then there's manual shield. We're not going to be using a character that has a shield, so that won't make a difference. However, the way blocking works in this game is you press the button, you'll put up your shield, but then it'll go down. Like, you can't just hold it, so you kind of have to time it properly um, with the attack. So it's got a bit of a tactic to it, nothing extravagant. You have to use the start button at this main menu, and yes, you can play two-player. If I had a friend over, I'd be like, hey, bring us, or if I had a friend do this, I'd say, hey, bring your controller over and we'll plug it in. But there are 5 characters: a fighter, a dwarf, a cleric, an elf, and a wizard. And can you guess what we're going to play as Soulcris? But yes, the fighter, the cleric, the dwarf, the wizard, and the elf. And see, we only have a few seconds to pick. So, we're going to be my favorite character, the wizard. And I absolutely adore wizards, as you guys probably well know. I always do that. Okay, but so you'll see in the top left, you'll say EP, which is experience points. You gain them by, is it defeating or just hitting enemies? Defeating. Okay, I thought it was hitting for some, which wouldn't make sense because then less damage would garner more experience points. But yeah, so it's for killing dirt. And from that chest we get a magic orb. Magic in this game is very powerful. Incredibly powerful. Get away from me! Get away! Ugh. You'll see that at the beginning we are not that strong. The wizard starts off fairly weak. However, he gets pretty fucking strong, and his range is actually second best in the game, only second to the elf. Obviously, the elf is the bow, so he's got the strongest magic. And hey, we're already to the boss. You see he's got a hoard of gold in that tree. Get out of here! He's got a pretty simple strat, though I will probably mess it up, because you see he's got 3 shadows: his body, his and his 2 flails. I was gonna think to just kind of stand there and let you see, but we're on a time limit here, guys. Because you get, damn it, see, there it goes. You get bonus XP. See, I got 5,000 bonus time bonus because I have 50 seconds left. You get 100 points per second, so you don't want to just lollygag. The Skyrim guards are legit here. No lollygagging. Pick up all the gold. Damn it, a fucking ring. Alright guys, I kinda cheated. I didn't cheat, I just restarted the game like 3 times. So we can actually start with the staff like I want to. Now we can actually play the game in a good way, because if not, it would be much weaker. This is a game where attack is far more important than defense, because if you can kill first, you don't get hit if you can kill first. So I want to avoid these chests for a moment, because one of them, and I think it changes sometimes, contains a, oh, get away from me, guys. Oh, we leveled. Perfect. Yeah, when you level, by the way, you're invulnerable for a moment. Oh, get away from me. Okay. Okay, good. Lightning. Oh, really? That... I thought this one usually was the ice. Oh, it must have been health. Very good. Because we are already to a boss. Very, very short level. Minotaur! Uh-huh. Uh-huh. And... uh-huh. Oh, I almost got to do it. You can sometimes kill him up here if you have enough magic. I guess you need 3 of your own, and then... oh, God. That's actually bad, because I didn't really show off what he does. Don't worry, though, we'll fight another Minotaur, so I don't feel bad. And there's our magic, or sorry, our defense. Yeah, I'm thinking 2 or 3 levels per episode. Keep them relatively short. This is a short game. What are you? Ooh, health. Good. And see, now we're pretty much always going to one-shot the green goblin, the green orcs, and sometimes... Oh my god, that's a lot of them. And sometimes even the blue orcs, it would seem. Wow, that was a well... timed fire spell for me to get, at least, because the speedrunners do, from what I've watched, because it's such a short game, it's fun to watch speedruns. They can do it in, like, you know, 30, 40 minutes, something like that. Oh, and now we have red orcs. Oh, bugger! Bugger! Yeah. Oh, go away from here. Okay, I don't like being flanked. It makes me nervous, for obvious reasons. Okay, go away. Ooh. That's worth a good bit of speed. But yeah, the speedrunners will save their orbs for bosses, like I kind of did, like you saw me do for the Minotaur, actually. This is a wyvern, obviously, you know, because it's not a dragon, because dragons have 4... What? That was a really long dive, sir. Dragons have 4 appendages. Wow, and then wings, and then, 4 limbs and then wings, and wyverns, their arms are their wings. Son of a bitch, I'm doing poorly. So the wyverns, pretty much a simple tactic. You just want to, at this point, you want to, there's a lot of jumping involved that I'm not doing. And you just kind of want to, you know, stay at his body, and he's going to start swooping again. He's got those 2 attack patterns, so you do that and just kind of... Yep. Whoop. Oh, you suck. Even though I've been hit multiple times. And then I like to get behind him here because he, regardless of where you are, you will be pushed back by his wing buffet. And then just kind of, you know, scale up and down here so you don't get hit by his fire orbs. And I mean, I know I've played this game a bajillion times since I was a kid, but it doesn't mean I remember everything or ever became, you know, godly at it. Just because someone plays a game a lot doesn't mean they're great, you know. A lot of us fall into that. Oh, I've played a lot of this or that, and it's like, we do okay. But I do think I'm going to stop this episode at this point. So yeah, everyone, thanks so much for watching. We'll see you in the next bit.